Flyora's antinatalism is grotesque and toxic or some shit like that. The video is removed now, I think. But of course, Buddy here got to screenshot everything. And look, I'm building a case. No, you're not. You're building nothing. Honestly. Yeah. Then he has this, which is a back and forth with me and someone else on a video, which he recorded because he's a fucking loser. But it doesn't really, it's not really advocating. Like, I don't. And he's got like retarded music to it too. It's just fucking hilarious. So yeah, if I can find the video, there we go. There you go. There's the video if you want to watch it. Watch it. But again, there's nothing that I really say that's advocating for violence or murdering pregnant women, as retard Steve would say. Not a goddamn thing. He's just stupid. Anywho. Yeah, life is toxic. Not me, though. We're all toxic to some degree. Yeah. It's more like it's an ethical obligation to kill people who disagree with me. I'm not toxic. No, I never said it's an ethical obligation. All I'm saying is, if the situation arose where someone basically stole my DNA to create a fucking child, yeah, I'd stop them from creating that fucking child by any means necessary. That's not advocating for a policy. That's not encouraging others to do it. That's simply saying, in that specific situation, I would take any necessary steps to stop that. And it's not just because they disagree with me, it's because it factually is wrong. I mean, would you say, yeah. Whatever you say, tough guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not. How do I say this? It's not just that they disagree with me, it's the fact that creating life is actually worse. Ending up with a third, like, another fucking human being without consent, that's literally like raping another person. And Steve, Steve believes that in a situation where someone's literally going to rape his child and there's a gun beside him, he wouldn't pick it up and shoot them. He wouldn't do that. He'd sit there and watch it happen, essentially, is what he's saying. No, I wouldn't stop it because violence is wrong. I'd sit there and watch it happen, and then I'd call the police, and then they'd use the wrong violence. Like, Steve makes no sense at all. It has nothing to do with actually just, like, are you saying that, like, because the rapist believes that raping someone is not that bad, that killing him would be killing him just because he disagrees with you? Steve, you're retarded. It's like, literally, you are retarded. That's what you're saying. Says the man who would watch someone get raped and do nothing. Yeah, I'm the toxic one. And then he posts this shit. You seem oddly fixed on it. Okay, I'll play. I've walked into a stranger's houses after hearing screaming, banging, crashing TV noises next to the... Knowing what I'd face and entering, stayed until the cops came in each situation. Yeah, you just stayed and watched. You called the police, and then you stayed there and you watched. You watched them get raped. You didn't counter my point. That you would sit there and watch them be raped. I'm sure you'd be jacking off too, Steve, because you're like that fucked in the head. I could say the same about you and killing pregnant women. You seem to think about it far more than the people you accuse. And it's true. Steve is the one who continuously brings up killing pregnant women. Like, this is literally why we're having this whole conversation. You brought it up, asshole. Oh, but it's only when Evelys bring it up like a broken record. But you're the one bringing it up. I said it like maybe once, twice, and you keep bringing it up. Like, am I taking crazy pills? Or is this like not what it is? Yeah, no, like, if you know yourself that much, that well, that in that that you know that if that situation arises and you're gonna end up potentially making someone pregnant, and you don't take precautions for yourself so that you don't have to do that, because even though it is better than the alternative of birthing a fucking new life into existence, it's still messy business, and it's not a fun last few minutes. It's not. So, in order to avoid that, I would advocate for sterilization. If you know yourself that well, and in that situation, it would be careless and negligent for you not to sterilize yourself to prevent that from happening. Duh. And I tell Steve this, but it's not good enough. Oh, negligent is blah blah blah, the least culpable. No, it's not. That's just you in your head. You fucking idiot. You would encourage men who think they might kill a woman for refusing to have an abortion to get sterilized. Yeah. If they're so inclined to murder them. It would be the responsible thing to do. Duh. Yes, I know, that's the point. If you watch the first, 30 seconds of the video, I literally pointed out the fact that I do not actually believe he's a rapist. I'm just using that as an example of how retarded his argument is. Duh. I'm not telling people like, hey, if you get your woman pregnant, fucking kill the bitch if she's not gonna have an abortion. I'm not saying that. I never did. But Steve likes to twist things and take it out of context and be like, so you advocate for a murder. I'm gonna pull a superhuman dance here for a moment, so I'm sorry. Advocate, a person who is publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy. What did I recommend, if anything, was sterilization? You're a failure, Steve. You're a fucking failure. Now get off my fucking back. Yeah, no, Quintica is not listening. No. I don't know if Steve is an antinatalist at this point. He makes no fucking sense with half of his shit. He's so fucking inconsistent. He barely even says anything that he fucking thinks or believes. So I don't know. This is your brain on amendum propaganda. This is your brain when you're not listening, you fucking moron. I'm trying to be nice. I really am. But if you're gonna say stupid things, I'm gonna start getting mean. You mean critically thinking about what I'm hearing? What are you hearing? Because you're clearly not hearing what I'm actually saying. I don't know, I've seen very few of this guy's videos. I don't know. He's just he doesn't get what I'm saying. And that's perfectly fine. Oh noes, you're gonna get mean. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna be retarded, like, yeah, yeah, no, I know. He's really not listening. It's really kind of sad. The purpose is to gauge how and where you draw the line between negligence and premeditation. Yeah, unless the person is not or is purposely going out, like they have the intent. That's premeditation. If they don't have the intent of impregnating someone so that they can murder them when they disagree with having an abortion, that would be premeditation. You fucking idiot. But no one's doing that. No one's encouraging that. No one's telling anyone to do that. There's no, hey, everyone should do this. Go and impregnate people and then kill them. No one's saying that. Oh. I don't know, man. Quintaka, if you keep fucking saying stupid things, I'm gonna actually put you in a timeout. You're gonna go in the corner and you're gonna think about what you're fucking doing. Like a fucking child that you are. You're like acting up in class. Blah, 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 blah. No, shut up. Listen to teacher, okay? Your reluctance, typical of Ephesus. No, we've had this conversation like 2 or 3 times already. This is like the 4th fucking time. This is the last time. This is me showing proof that you're a fucking idiot. And that, in a way, you're like almost... And the reason I call you a rape apologist, or a rapist, or someone that supports rape, is because you're literally like, oh, well, I mean, the rapist has a right to rape. I'm not going to stop them with violence. They're literally like charging at my kid, like taking their fucking pants off and like, I'm going to rape your kid. Like, you know it's going to happen. But you're not going to pick that gun up, Steve, and stop them. You wouldn't do it, because you're just such a great guy. You're gonna sit there and watch them, and just go, rape is bad, stop, okay, as Quintaka thinks is reasonable. Quintaka would also like to watch rape, apparently. Well, it's a good thing it's free. I want my tuition back. I don't know, maybe if you actually paid attention, you wouldn't be wasting your money. Yeah, no, just like... Watch Wape. Yeah, Wape. I know, that's basically like the point I'm making about this whole Steve situation, is he keeps bringing up... Nah, not really. I mean, it's literally the same argument that Steve is making. He's saying because I say in a certain situation I would use violence, I therefore am advocating that everyone else use violence. Well, he doesn't know what advocating means then. I'm not saying that anyone else should do it. In fact, if I'm advocating for anything, what I'm advocating for is sterilization. Especially if you know your fucking self that so well that you come to a situation where you get a woman pregnant and she's not going to have an abortion and you're going to end up having to fucking kill her, you're going to want to get a fucking sterilized. That way, hey, you avoid that whole situation, that whole messy business. That's the thing that Steve, like, it's still not good enough for Steve for some reason. Like, I'm sorry, Steve. Like, what do you want? Like, do you want to leave the platform on the trolley so that people, like, keep getting hit by cars? Or do we take the fucking platform off so that they can't stand on it and get hit by fucking cars? Like, wow, Steve. You don't know what advocating is. And on top of that, you can't even determine what I am advocating before, which would be sterilization. Or at least, you know, taking many precautions, fucking making sure she's taking her fucking birth control, fucking wearing a condom, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, just like it's just like it's Steve's lie, Quintaka. That's the point that I'm making. That Steve is doing is he's calling me a murder advocate, which is absolutely a lie. Which is the point of this video, is pointing out his lie by using a lie. Oh my god, was that like too much for you, Quintaka? Did that like blow your fucking mind? A lie, point out another lie? Holy shit. Fuck. To slander and libel. You don't know what slander and libel is either then. Cool. That's fun. Yeah. If you're gonna call me a murder advocate, I'm gonna call you a rape apologist, or someone who's gonna sit there and watch a rape. Maybe you don't do it, but you don't stop it. So you're at least a supporter of rape. Okay, that's cool. So like, Emendum calls anything he does like slander and libel. Yeah, I know that. I'm not calling it slander and libel. I'm just saying it's a lie. He's lying. That's all I'm saying. I don't like it. It's annoying. That's all it is. I don't ridicule Emendum. I respect Emendum very much. Steve ridicules Emendum, which kind of bothers me, because I don't really find, like, if Steve actually ridiculed Emendum for things that, like, you could ridicule Emendum for, then yeah, sure. Because, like, yeah, he has a really harsh way of speaking, so, like, you can maybe nail him on a few things, but, like, the ideas that Steve is trying to nail him on don't make any sense. Like, at all. Probably didn't take rhetorical lessons from Emendum. He does a lot of the same stuff you guys do. You put words in people's mouths and use ad hom, just like Steve is doing. Oh my god. And you don't know the difference between just a straight up insult and an ad hominem. There's a bit of a formula with an ad hominem. It's like, you believe this, therefore you're an idiot. I just call people dumb, idiots, retarded, stupid, just because. It's like punctuation at the end of a fucking sentence. More or less is what I use the insults for. They're not there to be an argument. But Steve's argument is just fucking horse shit. You advocate murder. No, Steve, you fucking moron. I advocate sterilization. Doubly so in the situation where, hey, you're gonna have to kill someone if you get them pregnant. And yeah, if you know yourself that well, and you know that if that situation comes up and you don't get sterilized, and that situation does come up, you've been irresponsible, you've been negligent, you've been careless. You haven't been premeditative, unless the only time, which you seem to continue to fail to understand on, would be is if you have the intent to go out and impregnate someone to kill them. I don't know, you just said, and use ad hom. I'm just saying, I'm not using it. Like, calm down, Quintaka. Holy shit. Like, chill. Relax. Just take a breath. Okay? Take a breath. Take a breath. We all love you. Just chill out. Because you're saying things that I've literally just already debunked. Like I think Francis pointed out. What the hell? Please go back and rewatch the video. You'll find the point where we all got lost. Don't worry. Can we get back on track? LOL. Okay. I told you, I think it's careless, negligent on the part of the would-be killer. If someone has sufficient knowledge of their own emotions and philosophy, I think it's better than letting them rape. But it should never have to come to that point, jackass. Oh my god, Steve. Fuck. Oh my god, we should just never get to the point where we would have to murder someone. Wow. So now we're back to the careless, negligent, but you stonewall questions about that making it impossible to understand your position, exactitude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just, that's literally a perfect description of what the behavior would be. It's just negligent, careless, whatever else, careless or negligent, whatever else describes that. But the only time you can say it's malicious would be as if they are literally seeking out someone to impregnate and then murder. Which Steve can't point to. Yeah, Twitter's fucking retarded. I don't go on very much. I just happened to see this the other day. Not really. But he does make videos, so that's really what kind of pissed me off. It's just rude to lie. So I'm just being rude back and lying back. Fair is fair, I think. Mr. Steve. Yeah, that's the part where we devolve into me just calling him a rape supporter, and then him just being, oh, you just advocate for murder, blah, 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 blah. Only works if I can prove, if you can prove things. You do. Like, I literally just did. This entire video just proved you literally take everything out of context, twist it around. You don't even know what advocate means. You don't know what someone's advocating for when they literally tell you, I advocate, I recommend, I encourage sterilization. And then you go, oh, murder advocate. Pregnant women kill. Steve, your brain is fucking broken. Well, you're watching, so you must find it somewhat entertaining, right? There you go, Quintaka believes it's serious business. See, it just comes down to whether, like, you like Amendum or not, really. But you can't really, like, crucify the guy, because his shit's pretty solid. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, Amendum is more divisive in the antinatalism community than fucking pretty much anyone. That's just because people think too much with their emotions. Anyway, I think this is pretty much it. Like, I've pretty much proved that Steve Godfrey's a fucking moron. Doesn't know what advocating means. He doesn't know what someone's advocating for when they literally tell him, I'm advocating for this. He thinks, oh, you're advocating for that. Like, what the fuck, buddy? Steve Godfrey. I'm Steve Godfrey. A Phyllis never shut up about murdering pregnant women, even though I'm the one who always brings it up. Like, come on, bud. Get a new shtick. The harassing ethelists is getting old real quick. Oh, okay, yeah. Just make stuff up. Alright, like, okay, Quintaka, like, you're just a big fat, roly-poly, pig-faced, cat boy. You walk around with a anime pillow of Steve Godfrey, and you make out with it at clubs, and you bring it to social events with families. See, I can make stuff up about you too. Yeah, this is just, it's so juvenile, man. Steve Godfrey doesn't know what fucking words means, he doesn't know what fucking reality is, he doesn't know what advocating is, he doesn't know anything. Steve Godfrey's a fucking moron. You told me one time, don't you remember? We were hanging out, drinking a beer on 5th Street in the Yukon in December of 2007. You don't remember? You and me. You bought them. You bought us the beer, so I don't know. The anime pillow was cool. Like, you know, we even had a threesome with it. Like, I'm not above, like, or below, like, taking myself down here too. Fucking nonsense. Anyway, there's a reason this channel is called NoBrainsInHead. Fuck. Come on, people. Anyway, Steve Godfrey also has no brains in head. Have a day. Rewatch the video because I'm pretty sure it's a wild motherfucking ride. This whole time the rewind feature was available to utilize and listen. Spend it, blah blah blah. Humans are annoying. Yes they are. Yes they are. Hoo hoo. Hoo hoo.